y'all. I'm at Z. Oh, where is the top half of the motor? I already started the stripping down process of this motor because I am actually building a new motor. So as you can see, all the intake, all the runners, all the lower plenum, everything has been stripped off. Injectors are out of the car. This part was messy. Taking the injectors out. Since I didn't lead the fuel pressure off out of the lines when I took the injectors off, fuel came squirting out. But I had to clean that up anyway. I knew that was going to happen, so it was not a surprise. But as you can see, here are the chems. These are a custom duration from Brian Crowder. They are a stage 2 cam setup and the stage 2 springs that I have on here. Just so y'all can actually see what the cams look like. You would expect them to look like whatever, but honestly these look like plain Jane. But when you compare them side by side with the stock ones, you can see just how much of a longer duration the lobes have, and it's a much fatter lobe. The ones on the stock one is very narrow and very short on the duration, like from here to there. It's very short. It's very sharp but very short. So you can see how gradually this one comes up, and then it's got all this length right here and then drops down. So that's where cams get their loping from, is the lobe, the duration of it. So the bigger this is, the longer the valves stay open, the more air gets in. So the more air, you need more fuel, and you make more power that way. So in a nutshell, that's how camshafts work. But whatever he feels like replacing, I'll have him do that. But it will actually work out to be a little bit less expensive than having to do the heads again, having to machine them again, having to get new studs, having to get new this, new that, blah blah blah. So the motor that I'm going with has about 65,000 miles on it. So this one's got 90 on it. Again, this is a 2005 350Z. But this motor was well taken care of up to this point. This was the original motor on this thing, so I'm the one that put all the miles on it. But anyway, this is where this thing sits at. So interesting. I know y'all have seen the port and polish, but here's a big difference. So there we go. Excellent. See how small that is in comparison to how wide that is? Because look at how it had these rough little lips. Believe it or not, that causes turbulence on the inside of here. So you can see how much more open volume air is right here. How much more open this is right here. So this plenum, this lower plenum, is going to have a lot more air volume in here than this one's going to. And because I did also port matched this to this, and I also ported on the inside and smoothed everything out, all the casting, this right here is going to allow for all this air to transfer nicely down into the actual motor. So I'm going to really gain on that. That's really honestly how you should do your induction system for your Z if you decided to do this type of build with the cams and all this other stuff. You really need to do that. But what I am gonna do, interestingly enough, dang, we got people revving out here. I don't know if y'all heard that. That was a nice Mustang, it sounded like. Anyway, I'm actually going to... Oh. Dang, that dude's loud. My Z is loud like that. I'll put a video up so y'all can actually hear really just how loud this thing is, but that video is of the car when it was not cammed and did not have HR parts on it, and it was still loud. It still sounded really good. So overall, it took about an hour and a half or so from start to finish to get all this stuff off. I kind of already knew what I was doing, so I really didn't have to guess. So that's why it was faster. If you're doing this for the first time, it's going to take you a little bit longer. But anyway, this motor's going to come out, and then I'll have a spare motor, and I will either part that motor out or I will save it to build it for another project. But anyway, that's way down the line. So this is where we're at. Alright, you guys. Videos are slow right now. Honestly, just doing this because I want to. So anyway, you guys stay safe out there. Look both ways before you cross the street. Respect your elders. All that good stuff. Say no to drugs. We out.